Okay. Am I recording? Yep, my FPS just dropped to 20, so yes, I definitely am recording. Okay, great. So this is the final version of the thing, of the custom item, and I just want to show you how it works. So, you can't really, okay, I'm gonna go into survival mode, and this is first a demonstration of how it works, second how to set this up. I have a Pastebin, but it's really not that. It's not as simple as just pasting it into command block, so that you probably already know that. So you have this carrot on a stick. You right-click it, and after 3 seconds, it's going to start placing flames. It's going to place it for a long period of time, so you can see even though I'm sprinting, there's still fire, right? I'm still burning constantly, which is kind of the point. If you give yourself speed 10, I found that speed 10 is too fast for the flames, but that's not really the point, right? The point is to just take damage. So even if you don't keep burning, right, the point is at least you take some damage, right? So even if it doesn't actually end up burning you for a prolonged period of time, when you're not in the flames, if you give yourself speed 10, it still does maybe like 2.5 hearts of damage. I think that's enough, because this is for everyone. This attacks all players. So, yeah. Right? And the 3-second interval, this is so, players can find some water somewhere to take shelter, right? So anyway, right? Okay, now on to how the commands actually work. So, this part in the Pastebin is just the first 3 things. You really don't need to worry about these. It's important to set up though. This makes the objective right click. If you don't have this command, you can't do anything else that I'm detailing here. This is set display sidebar. This is how I display the thing on the right side of my screen. You don't want to actually do this. This is just for demonstration. Right, this you don't want to actually do this either, because we have this in the command. So this one is the most important. This stat right use item. So if you see in the Pastebin here, this is the only one that's important. This one right here. This one is the only one that's important. Don't ignore this one and ignore this one. Okay. Okay, so now we move on to the main command chain. Right. So first we have our always active repeating command block. Needs to be both. This is unconditional, of course, because it's the first one. And it's this command, right? And you're gonna see this is the command right here. That makes the particle. And then here's the chain command blocks. All of these are both always active and conditional. Okay, you need to have both of those. And the first one is scoreboard player set at a right click equals 0, so it resets that. The second one, however, this one, you see these coordinates right here? Those are the coordinates for this thing, and this is what I like to call the main setup, okay? So it doesn't need to be these 3 coordinates, it just has to be here, okay? Like, we're to start the main setup, and you can see how the main setup is set up here, okay? So now we have this say command, very simple, right? Here. Okay, great. Now this is the main setup. This is all impulse command blocks. All of these need redstone. So for the first one in the main setup, make sure you have it exactly like this down to the ticks. This is 1 tick. This is 3 ticks. Everything else is 4 ticks. You see this command, set block, this air. Right? Okay. So this is setting this to air. Okay, this command block sets this one to air. This is very important. So this command block is putting a redstone block here. This command block is turning this to air, and this is very important. This is why I have this 1 tick here. So, for example, if I just put a 4 tick here, right? If 2 players activated the item on the same 4 tick range, then it would act as if only 1 item was used. Meanwhile, if it's much less likely for players to activate on the exact same tick. So that's why this is here. That's why there's compensation here. now we have this thing, right? This command right here. So these coordinates are for the secondary setup right here. Okay, it's this block right here that these 3 coordinates are talking about. Again, it doesn't have to be these 3 coordinates. It just has to be where the second setup is. So the second setup has a repeating command block. This one. This one is the one that's activating the fire. And now, remember, make sure you have it set up like this. And for the last command block, you have this. This sets this to air, and remember, this needs redstone. So once this redstone block is taken away, it doesn't place fire anymore. So, great. So remember, these 3 coordinates are for this block right here. And that is my full explanation of the Pastebin. Here's the entire Pastebin again. It's in the description. So this is how you set it up. If you don't want to set it up yourself, feel free to invite me on the server so I can set up myself. Wink, wink. So yeah. So if you want to set it up yourself, this is how you're gonna do it. So yeah, that's my custom item. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.